Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. So tonight we're going to talk a little bit about in the previous video I did where I'm talking about Arabic language important and speaking about new Muslims who come to religion who start learning Arabic language. From that previous live video a few days ago, somebody asked me a few questions related to um, where study Arabic or more pertaining to particular school online about learning Arabic. Should he go to this particular school or other school? And I gave him a few answers, and I said I would uh, link up to my website this information. So what I want to do for tonight, tonight, what I want to do for tonight is that I want to um, use tonight to answer certain questions about Arabic language, because there is a connection between um, learning the religion and Arabic language. The Arabic language is the connection to understanding the religion, understand the religious text. So what I want to do is want to share this particular video for a while. I want to just try to share it out, and I am going to play a clip from the previous talk of the sister who was studying Arabic. Some of her uh, what she has, what she's doing with herself pertaining to learning Arabic. I want to play this clip while I share out this particular video.
As you guys know, I'm on a 5-year Alima course, alhamdulillah, which we had to learn Arabic for 2 years before we could even start the course. So I'm kind of, I guess 2 years in, but 2 years of learning Arabic, and now we're doing the Islamic sciences. And I really wanted to give you an update to, inshallah, inspire other people to go on this journey. It's such a rewarding journey. I recommend it for everyone and anyone. There's nothing in this world that's more fulfilling, that makes you feel as good, that just motivates you to do good in this world as much as learning about Islam. My life would be very awful and boring if I wasn't doing this course. It's one of the best things I'm doing in my life right now, and it has been since I became Muslim. I became Muslim 2 years ago. I started learning Arabic pretty much within a couple of months of becoming Muslim. I signed up to the Arabic course. So I'm going to give you guys an update on what's going on. So this year we're studying 9 sciences. So we're studying fiqh, specifically Hanafi fiqh at the moment, because there's a lot of people from Pakistan, Bangladesh, India in this country. So we're studying Hanafi fiqh at the moment, but obviously I would like to study other fiqhs as well. So we're studying Hanafi fiqh, we're studying I'rab of the Quran, we're doing Nahu, advanced Nahu, and then we're also doing Hadith, Sirah, Ulum al-Quran, and Usul al-Hadith, and then also we're studying theology and Usul al-Hadith. Yeah, but we haven't started theology Usul al-Hadith yet. We're starting that in 2023, inshallah. So at the moment we're doing 7. And I'm going to talk you through each subject quickly and show you the books we're doing and stuff for those who are interested, so you can get an idea of what it's like. The course is very intense. It's very intense. The classes are in English, but all of our texts are in Arabic, and we're studying a book for every single class. We're studying the main book that Hanafi scholars use to get fiqh from. Everything's in Arabic, as you can see. So far we have finished wudu, tahara, and now I'm moving on to salah. And I know you're probably thinking, okay, so you've been studying for a term and all you've learned about is tahara, like doing wudu. They derive advanced Arabic grammar this year, and this why the schools of thought differ. Aziz Qatar and Nada, this is our book that we're studying for Nahu class. Nahu is an Arabic grammar, but we're doing advanced Arabic grammar this year. And this book was actually written for Arabs. So, as you can see, it's an amazing book. We got like the mutton, which is like the main part, and then there's like an explanation down here. Again, it's so amazing. It's concepts we've studied before, but going deeper. So if you've ever done Arabic grammar, you know it can get quite difficult. Well, then you start learning this book, and then you start realizing that everything you know about Arabic grammar gets way more complicated than you realize. And it's a class that I thought would be easy, but it's really not. It's really not, because we're going into very, very, very explicit rules of Arabic grammar. But again, it's amazing, alhamdulillah. So this is a Shar of Muqtasar Manar. So this is our Usul al-Fiqh book. So if you don't know what Usul al-Fiqh is, it's like how rules are derived. So how the fuqaha, so how people who have studied the religion for a very long time and make rulings in Islam, how they go to the Quran, how they go to the Sunnah, and how they make rulings from it. And it's something that I've never really considered. I've never really thought about how a ruling's made. I've always thought it's very easy. Like, you get a hadith, the hadith says this, therefore this is true. But there's so much more to it. There's an insane amount more to it than that. It's very difficult. It's like, are the words that are ambiguous? Are the words literal? So many ways you can derive rulings from things. So this is what we're learning about in this book, and it's all about as you guys know, I'm on a 5-year Alima course, alhamdulillah, which we had to learn Arabic for 2 years before we could even start the course. So I'm kind of, I guess 2 years in, but 2 years of learning Arabic, and now we're doing the Islamic sciences. And I really wanted to give you an update to, inshallah, inspire other people to go on this journey. It's such a rewarding journey. I recommend it for everyone and anyone. There's nothing in this world.
So that's the video, and that is the part of the video that I want to play. Now, in this particular video, I want to really show a few things in this particular video. So I'm looking to play a certain part. Hold on. I'm looking to play this particular part about what's going on with this thing. Give me a second. Yes, I'm just really looking for this video. It's taking me a little bit of time, but I want to mention something about the video. And this particular sister in her video about learning the Arabic language and how she, as a new Muslim, her first 2 years studying Arabic, right? And there's certain aspects where many new Muslims when they enter to the folds of Islam, that many of them do not learn what are the proper things or subjects to learn in Islam. Many new Muslims are left to defend on their own, meaning to learn, and if they are in a good community or not, right? So here I want to mention about something. And I'm looking for the original video. That's actually what I was doing, which I can't find for some reason. The original video where I got this from. I'm looking for the sister page. Usually when I want to find her stuff, when I'm not looking for it, pops up. Huh? So when we look at some of the aspects of learning Arabic language and for new Muslims learning the religion, that many people don't have these options. They don't have the options of places to learn, whether it's in the masjid, whether it's in the institution. Many times that we are connected to or we're stuck to just learning from whatever we have access to, whether it's the internet, whether it's a YouTube channel, unfortunately, whether it's somebody that we bump into that's able to teach or not. You know, I mean, able to teach. Sometimes some people are fortunate enough to find somebody who is a student of knowledge and learn religion. And then unfortunately, some people are learning straight off of Facebook. I witness that every day, right? So with the learning off of Facebook, right? Learning off of Facebook, there's another whole avenue of problems. All right, I'm just trying to look in my history because I'm not looking at YouTube. I'm looking at YouTube on my desktop. I'm actually looking at YouTube on my app, which is a little bit more friendly, user friendly. All right, so I'm just looking for that sister video right now. So when we listen to when I watch or I observe Muslims and they're learning of the religion, you will find that many cases that they are at the mercy of the internet. Unfortunately, they are at the mercy of the internet wherever the internet search engine take them or YouTube algorithm takes them. This is where they're going to end up learning their religion, unfortunately, right? So there's some aspects of new Muslims who don't have that opportunity to be around somebody who is knowledgeable. Number one, here I found the video now. Somebody who is consistent learning, right? Somebody who is consistent to learning. They don't have that opportunity to learn about the religion, especially for a new Muslim. Now imagine when it comes to the Arabic language, it's a worst case scenario, right? Right here, I found the sister video. I just want to play it for a second.
Opinion of so many things change learning about this subject.
All right. So here we go with these ads, man. SubhanAllah. YouTube and ads is like they want you to get the YouTube premium to get rid of the ads, but I ain't spending no money on YouTube like that. Phew. So when we look at back at the sister's video, right? So I'm listening to it now. I just want to go back.
That makes you feel as good, that just motivates you to do good in this world as much as learning about Islam. My life would be very awful and boring if I wasn't doing this course. It's one of the best things I'm doing in my life right now, and it has been since I became Muslim. I became Muslim 2 years ago. I started learning Arabic pretty much within a couple of months of becoming Muslim. I signed up to the Arabic course.
See, so when she said that after the first 2 months of being Muslim, she started with this Arabic course. And that's just something that a lot of new Muslims or people who've been Muslim for years, they do not have this type of opportunity, right? That's right.
I'm going to give you guys an update on what's going on. So this year we are studying 9 sciences. So we're studying fiqh, specifically Hanafi fiqh at the moment, because I mean, there's a lot of people from Pakistan, Bangladesh, India, um, Sirah, Ulum al-Quran, and Asul al-Hadith. And then also we're studying theology and Asul al-Hadith. Yeah, but we haven't started theology Asul al-Hadith yet. We're starting that in 2023, inshallah. So at the moment we're doing 7. And I'm going to talk you through each subject quickly and show you the books we're doing and stuff for those who are interested, so you can get an idea of what it's like. The course is very intense and very and that's our focus for the year. So I study every single day, alhamdulillah. My official classes are actually only on Sunday from 9 a.m. from 10 a.m. till 6 p.m.
So,
Myself.
so I don't know if people can hear, but so what she's saying, all right, about her learning is that she finds that learning is something that she has a regimen for. And she started out learning the Arabic language when after 2 months after taking Shahada. This is one of the, I think, best things that there needs to be considered for every new Muslim, or the opportunity for every new Muslim needs to be there, right? Because I noticed over the years where new Muslims come to Islam and they don't learn Arabic, they are dependent, not independent, dependent on the mercies of book publishers, Islamic book publishers who translate books into English. They are dependent on translators, people in the Muslim community who are looking for followers. They are dependent on these people for Islamic knowledge. And what happened is they become long term blind followers, long term blind followers. And a lot of cases that the people who are teaching them, or the people are depending on them for Islamic knowledge because they don't know Arabic language, they're not studying Islam the proper way. A lot of times, and people take advantage of this opportunity. Unfortunately, this happens in the Muslim community. You have many people who take advantage over the converts or reverts who come to Islam, don't learn Islam the proper way through its sciences, and they are depending on translations and translators for Islamic knowledge, and they're not learning Islam the correct way. So what happened? There's a whole market out here. There's a whole business market out here in the Muslim community where people are making money off of your ignorance. And unfortunately, even comes to another extent where people are not just making money off of your ignorance, but people are controlling the information. Let's say that again. People are controlling the Islamic information that they are putting out there in the English language is being controlled by the translator or particular groups of people. So your ignorance of the religion, people are making money off of that. Not knowing Arabic language, there's a big market where people are making money off of that because you're not learning Islam the correct way. You're not learning the religion the correct way. So you are put in this market where people are profiting off of your ignorance. That's why I keep on posting this particular video. I keep on repeatedly posting it or saying it because this is the best way for the person to learn Deen is they start out learning the Arabic language as soon as they take their Shahada, not 5 years later. I have brothers right now in the Neo Salafi community who are Muslim for 5 years, 10 years, Salafi Dawah, 10 years, 5 years to 10 years, and don't know nothing about Arabic language, but they know all day about who's off the minhaj and who's on the minhaj. They know nothing about Islamic sciences, but they know who's off the minhaj, who's on the minhaj. So this is why it's very important to study Arabic language straight through the door when you take Shahada. This is something that we have to start talking about in the Muslim community in the West, because we have a whole industry of people who make money off of ignorant Muslims who don't know Arabic language, and they've been Muslim for 5 years, they've been Muslim for 10 years, and they still do not know. 5 years, 10 years, and still don't know nothing. We have a whole industry. Salafi publications making money off of you. And those other publications, even Dar es Salaam publication is making money off. There's a whole industry that's making money off of the Muslims because they don't know Arabic language. And on top of that, those translated books in the English language, they're selling the book for more money than the actual Arabic text is worth. If I was to just show you Usulu Thalatha, maybe one of the shara that's very popular being sold in the English language, right? You might be spending $20 for the book, right? Or a particular shara, $20 on the book. Well, the actual book is worth, in the share of the book is actually worth about $3 or $4 or $5. And they're making a $20 profits off of the book. $20 profit. It is a big industry that you stay ignorant in the Muslim community. There's a big industry that's profiting off of you not knowing Arabic language. They're profiting off of this. There's people who are controlling at the same time what people have access to, what type of Islamic information people have access to. I seen this as clear as day in the neo pseudo Salafi movement. I have seen it from day one. I know brothers to this day, Muslim and on Salafi Dawah for more than 20, close to 20 years. 20 years, still don't know Arabic language, still don't know Quran or any remaining of the Islamic sciences, but they know who's off the minhaj, who's off the minhaj. They know the latest gossips, the gossip between who's off, who got beef, the latest gossip, but they know nothing about Aqidah. They know nothing about Arabic language. They know nothing about what is Salafiyah. They know nothing about what is Taliban. We have a lot of people like this. And if you go to their house, what they have a house. What is the Islamic knowledge based in their house? They have a few books or a whole bunch of translated books and audios. That's it. That's it. A few translated books and some audios, and that's it. That's all they have. And then you sit down and have a conversations or cordial conversation just to see the level of this person who was talking about Qala Wakila, who's talking about people, Yani Mashgul bi Namima, Yani Yamshi Baina Nas bi Namima. They go between the people with Namima, Waghiba, talking about people, taking away people's honor, debating with peoples, talking about peoples, and they have nothing under their belt related to the religion of Islam and its sciences or the Sharia law. Nothing under their belt. No Arabic. And I always tell those brothers when I hear them talk, who from the Salaf didn't know Arabic language? And this when they get mad, especially the pseudos neo Salafis of Salafi publication. They get mad. I say, who from the Salaf didn't know Arabic language? They get mad with me. I said, how are you claiming to be Salafi and you hate learning Arabic? You hate what I tell you as a Salafi. It is wajib upon you to know the Arabic language. They get mad. I say, you are the enemy of the Sunnah. You are the enemy of Salafiyah. You are the enemy of it. If you're listening to me right now and you hear me saying it is wajib on the Salafi to know the Arabic language and you get mad, then you are the enemy of the Sunnah. That means that you don't understand the Islamic legislation. You don't know the Sharia law. Arabic language is deeply connected to the deen and you have no connection to it. And you sound like the ignoramus talking about Arabic is not important. I hear this from the Salafi community. The Salaf, the Minhaj Salaf al-Salih. It is connected to Kitab and Sunnah. And the Arabic language is connected to the Kitab and Sunnah. The companions of the Messenger of Allah, sallallahu alayhi wasallam, when they went to the Hajj, When they went to the non-Arab to give them dawah, they didn't give them dawah in their language, in their mother language. They gave them dawah in the Arabic language. When the Muslims, when the companions opened up Egypt, Fatah al-Misr, when they opened up Egypt, Egypt was from the non-Arabs. The people of Egypt were from the non-Arabs. How did the Sahaba teach them Islam? They taught them Islam in the Arabic language. They didn't teach them in their mother language. They taught them the Arabic language. And you can still see it today in Egypt. Very famous for Arabic, but on top of that, Egypt has Coptic Christians. The Coptic Christians in Egypt speaks Arabic language. The Coptic Christians in Egypt speaks Arabic language. I'm not talking about Egypt dialect. I'm talking about their reading and writing is in the Arabic language, the Coptic Christians in Egypt, because they understood even them, the strongness or the strength of the Arabic language. And we have the Salafi in America refusing to learn Arabic language and get mad with me when I say to them in their faces, if you claim to be Salafi and you have a hatred to learn Arabic and you have the laziness, then you're not Salafi. You're not Salafi in reality. You're only Salafi with words on your mouth. Arabic language is part of the Salafi minhaj. You don't believe me? We're going to look at the fatwa Ibn Taymiyyah rahimahullah about learning Arabic. He said it's fard wajib. هذا كلام Sheikh al-Islam Ibn Taymiyyah. The Arabic language is fard wajib. That's what he said about the Arabic language. He said that because you cannot understand the Sharia, the Kitab and Sunnah without it. Without it. So we have many of our brothers, the Pseudos-Salafi, who run around criticizing people all day, refuting people all day, but the necessities that they need in their religion, al-ilmu dururi, knowledge that is a necessity for them to know, knowledge that is wajib upon them to know, they don't know it. They don't know Arabic. And that's why they don't understand the Quran. And that's why they're not busy with the Quran. That's why you're not busy with the Quran. That's why you're not busy with learning the remaining sciences of Islam. We gotta really talk about this nonsense that's going on in the West, especially in the Neo-Salafi community. I can understand somebody's not Salafi, don't understand too much about religion, and they say something like this. But I have the Salafis in America who run around talking about, oh, learning Arabic is not fard. It's not fard. Show me a sheikh. Show me a sheikh who's from the Salafi dawah or upon the minhaj of the Salafi. Salafi is connected to the religion of Islam. You cannot say you Salafi, but you're not connected to the religion of Islam. You cannot say you Salafi and you're not connected to the Sharia law. You can't say that you're Salafi, but you're not connected to the Sharia law. And so to be connected to the Sharia law means that you have to preserve it in some way. Yes or no? You have to preserve Quran and Sunnah. Yes or no? How are you going to preserve the Quran and Sunnah and you don't know the language of the Quran? You don't know the language, the language the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam spoke. You don't know the language which the revelations were revealed in. You don't know it, and you don't have a care in your heart to learn it. You don't have a care in your heart to learn it. The revelation did not come down in English, French, Portuguese, Italian, Bengali, Urdu. It came down fi Arabiya. The Quran revealed in Arabiya. Al-Wahi came to the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alayhi wasallam fi lugha Arabiya. And if you say you're Salafi on the minhaj of Salaf al-Salih, the minhaj of the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam and his Sahabas and the Tabi'een, right? And you're going to say this. Khayru ummati qarni kama qala Rasulullah khayru ummati qarni thumma alladhina yuludahum thumma alladhina yuludahum. Sadaqa al-haq. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. The Messenger of Allah spoke the truth. He said, the best of my ummah is mine, and the one who follow after them and the ones who follow after them. Did they speak any other language? Was the Quran translated and during the time of the Prophet or his Sahaba? How did Islam go to other people, other nationalities? Did it not teach them the religion in Arabic language? So what methodology you're following? If you're not following the methodology of the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that's the Salafi minhaj, the minhaj of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, not this made up minhaj in America. not this made up minhaj in America. In America, there's a made up minhaj amongst the Salafis in America, especially the neo pseudo Salafis. It's a made up minhaj you guys have. If I was now to quote, no, let me show. Let's go to the Salafi scholars in Arabic, what they say about learning Arabic. Gonna say it's fard. Let's go look. Right? I put these posts all the time on Facebook. Right? And all the brothers who claim Salafiyah, not the Hanafis, not the people who blind follow the Madhahib. They're not arguing about this. They understand the importance of this. But you have the neo pseudo Salafi arguing in America about learning Arabic. When I come with the Saudi Sheikh or the Arab Sheikh that they claim they follow, and he's saying the same thing what I'm saying, and their writings are saying the same thing. I didn't get this from myself. I didn't come up with this from myself. And you guys are now going around promoting that book by Sheikh al-Islam about the merits of Arabic language. Remember when Sheikh al-Islam would start becoming popular in the West? This is one of the books that Sheikh al-Islam wrote and talked about. Matter of fact, Sheikh al-Islam that a lot of you guys keep on quoting, if you listen to his khutbahs in Arabic, he even gets on the Egyptians for speaking other language other than Arabic. There's a khutbah, it's Awru alaykum. Shame on you. That's a famous, one of the most famous translated videos. Probably got a lot of views from Sheikh Raslan. That's in English. Awru alaykum. When he says, shame on you. Talking to the Egyptian people. Shame on you. You learn this lugat. You learn all these different languages, but you can't speak Arabic properly. So if Arabic language is not important, why is Sheikh Raslan in this video that you guys share, that's translated English, why is popular? Why you're sharing this if Arabic language is not important? Shame on you guys, man. And I'm telling you, Salafiyah in America, I don't know who come up with this stuff in America. You guys, the stuff y'all guys be saying in America amongst the Salafis, you show the how ignorant you guys are. I heard a Salafi da'i in America say many years ago, well, speaking Arabic is not that much important. Yeah, because you want blind followers. You want people to depend on you for translation. But the same books y'all keep on sharing that people need to study. Al-Ajrumiyya. What do Al-Ajrumiyya say? What is one of the first sections in Al-Ajrumiyya? You guys love quoting this book, Al-Ajrumiyya. The Salafis. You love quoting this book. Al-Kalam, huwa lafz al-murakkab al-mufid bil-wadi. What's kalam? If you say Arabic's not important and speaking Arabic's not important, what is kalam in Arabic? All Salafis in America. What is kalam? A kalam is lafz al-murakkab al-mufid. It's speech. Speech in using any letters from the Arabic alphabets in speech. Yuntik. Spoken, not written. Not written, spoken. Al-Mufid bil-Wadi. Al-Mufid, what's Mufid? Using letters from the Arabic language, speaking it 2 words or more that's comprehensible for the listener. So how conversational Arabic is not important? I heard some Salafi, neo-pseudo-Salafi in America say this before. Because they want the people to depend on them for translation. Who's seen this post by Musa Richard that we don't follow, we don't use translator our own unknown? I'm not seeing that post. It shows how deep their cult is. No scholar said this. They only use their reliable translator. Who said this? Who determines who's reliable? Who made you authority to who's reliable to read their translation? Who gave you this authority? You have no authority in America. You have no authority in Islam. You have even no authority in any Islamic field, Musa Richard. And Musa Richard said, listen, it's deep. He's knocking out 2 to 3 birds with 1 stone. First, the message is for their blind followers. They blind followers. We don't read or use the unreliable translators. Key. Why are you focusing on translators? They don't talk or make posts about how important for Salafis to understand Arabic, but they have posts that shows the reality of their cult and what they're calling to. They want the people to know, yeah, man, you stick to our translations only, nobody else. So you're not teaching Arabic. You want to make sure your followers who don't know Arabic don't depend on no other translator except for you guys and what material they give out to their followers. Marketing, a marketing cult, a business marketing religious cult. Salafi pubs and their associates are religious marketing cults. That's what they are. Don't teach religion. Don't teach Arabic. Sorry, don't teach religion properly, which includes Arabic language. Translate only a few things, limited items, a limited amount, a limited books, and then they followers have to depend on them for the translation. And on top of that, the translated things are limited. That makes the greatest opportunity for a perfect blind follower. Don't teach Arabic because if you learn Arabic, that means that you no longer need them to translate. You go straight to the source, the alim, the sheikh, the book in Arabic. No longer need them to translate, so that means that they no longer control you and what you think and what access to information. If you don't notice, majority of the followers of Salafi publication, whether they're in UK or in Canada or America, you will find that the majority of their followers, they're not learning the Arabic language. The majority of their followers are not busy learning the Arabic language. Majority of all their followers. I'm not talking about one or two who wants to go and study Arabic. I'm talking about the majority of their followers. Women, children, and men. Majority of followers don't know Arabic. I have a video somewhere on YouTube. When I went to visit a Salafi community in Indonesia, I don't speak Indonesian. They don't speak English. I went to their markaz. They had a masjid there that had an institute inside of it. I went there, made a video. I'm talking to the people. What language you think we're talking in? I don't speak Indonesian and they don't speak English. We're speaking Arabic language. And this is a Salafi community I went to. A Salafi community in Indonesia. We're having conversations in the Arabic language. There's a video I have on YouTube somewhere on my channel, and I'm asking the students what books are they studying. And they're talking about El Hadith, yani, some of the books they are reading, what they're studying with their sheikh there, who also studied with Sheikh Mukbil Rahimullah, and he also studied with Sheikh bin Baz, their sheikh they have in their community, right? MashaAllah, the brother studied with Sheikh Mukbil in Damaj. Then he told me, then it was said that he was for maybe about 10 years, he was the doorman. Sorry, he was the chauffeur for Sheikh Salih Fawzan, and he lived in his house and he learned a lot from Sheikh Fawzan for a couple of years. And he's teaching the people, right? And the students are talking to me in Arabic. I don't speak Indonesian. And they don't speak English. He was talking in Arabic. And how I know all of this, this is what they're telling me about him in Arabic, the Sheikh who he studied with, and how long he lived in Saudi. He wasn't telling me this in English. And this is Salafi people. So when you go outside of the Western Hemisphere, out of the US, out of America, out of the UK, and you meet Salafis who are not Arabs, you go to their countries, you're going to find that those Salafis speak Arabic. They understand the importance of seeking knowledge and understand the importance of learning Arabic language. And inside their masjids, and their markaz, like this particular masjid, they have durus, them learning Arabic. And the sheikh, they student knowledge, when they get to certain levels, they're teaching their students in Arabic language, Islamic studies. Not here in America, not in UK, not here in America. And this is why we have a lot of the chaos in the Salafi community in America, because there's a lot of misinformation. How Islamic knowledge is being spread it out to the people. First, a lot of it's not given out the proper way. Next, the people it's like a disease where people don't want to learn Arabic language. It's like a disease amongst the Salafis in the West. And it's not just the followers of Salafi pubs. I go to other brothers who's not down with that nonsense of Salafi pubs, and I look at their followers. They don't have no desire either to learn Arabic. They have no desire, or they try a little bit, and that's it. Islamic sciences is preserved and taught in the Arabic language. I'll say it again. Islamic sciences, Sharia law is preserved and taught in the Arabic language. Arabic language is part of Salafi. I don't care. I don't care who he needs to hear it. A lot of you guys need to hear you get mad. Arabic language is part of Salafi. You cannot take it out of it. Speaking Arabic, learning Arabic, using Arabic is part of the Salafi minhaj. And because you guys are not being taught this in your Salafi communities, you don't know. But because I speak Arabic, when I go to the Salafis in the Arab world, the Sheikh saying the same thing. If you tell a Sheikh who's Salafi that learning Arabic is not wajib, the Sheikh going to say, how are you going to understand their religion then? How are you going to understand the Quran? The Sheikh going to tell you this. How you're going to understand the Quran? How are you going to seek knowledge and you don't know Arabic? The Sheikh is going to tell you this, right? I want to look for one of the Sheikhs who's saying this, Salafi Sheikhs. You guys need to hear this stuff, man. Right? Because we got this elephant in the room in the Salafi Dawah in America, and they wonder why they are victims of blind. They are victims. They always fall in victim. They always have ikhtilaf, niza' bainahum. They always have some type of mashakil between them, some falling out, because you'll find that the mass majority of us Salafis in America, especially the neo Salafis, the one follow Salafi pubs, they are ignorant of the religion. They're ignorant of Islamic sciences, and they're not learning them. Mm. I don't know why they put this thing here, man. I want to show. I have this shape in Arabic. There's a sheikh right here. He says, "At-ta'lim lughat Arabiyya min deen." Right? Min deen, marifati min deen, wa marifatihad fard wajib. This is a khutbah of one sheikh, Sheikh Muhammad Abdul Amil. I don't know if I have the mute.
وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته
I want to skip it around a little bit.
وكل محدثة بدعة وكل
The sheikh right here giving a whole khutbah about learning Arabic is fard. It's fard wajib. YouTube and its ads. I'm looking for this other sheikh. It's real short.
ثم بعد معرفة المعاني يأتي دور التذكر والعمل ولهذا كان أول واجب على المسلم معرفة ربه.
So the first thing is learn about your Lord. He said the only way you're going to understand is by understanding Kitab and Sunnah, to understand about your Lord. The book which Allah made for you to ponder on. I'm just giving a rough translation. He said you'll not be able to pound on it unless you know the meanings of it, talking about the Quran. If there's some speech and you don't know what it means, you're not able to ponder on it. I'm giving you a rough translation.
لأن التدبر يعني التكلف في الوصول إلى المعنى إلى المقصود.
So he said the ponder on it is really to get deep into what it is meaning, right? Or its expressions, meaning what it means.
فكيف يمكن لأحد لا يعرف لغة
He said, how is this going to be possible if you don't know the language?
هذا الكتاب أن
He said, how are you going to know it if you don't know the language of the book? How are you going to ponder on something when you don't know the language?
يتدبر شيء بعيد
He says something strange.
يتدبر آياتي
How are you going to ponder on the ayat, this verse?
التدبر يأتي بعد الفهم.
He said, the pondering comes after you understand, meaning that you have to understand Arabic.
بعد المعرفة. ويقول الحق تبارك وتعالى أفلا يتدبرون القرآن.
So you mentioned the Quran. Allah says, do you not ponder on the Quran?
أم على قلوب أقفالها. القلب الذي لا يفهم القرآن.
So he said about Allah speaking about the heart, right? He said, so he said the heart is like basically the center of how you're going to understand, right? It's going to make you change, basically. It's going to touch your heart. Rough translation.
ولا يتدبر القرآن عليه قفل. نعم إما على قلب عليه قفل وإما قلب يتدبر القرآن.
So you get an example of two different versions of the hearts. But I want to get to the part where he's going to mention something else. I'm trying to skip.
يا عبدي يا عبادي يا أيها الذين آمنوا يا أيها الناس. به وأنت لا تفهم. نعم هذا أمر في غاية الأهمية وهو الأمر الذي ضيعه معظم الناس اليوم. نعم جل الناس أعرضوا عن فهم كتاب الله وسنة النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم، عن تعلم معاني الكتاب والسنة، واشتغلوا بما لا يعنيهم.
Oh man, this thing, man. Google, I mean YouTube ads. YouTube and these stupid ads and stuff, man. I want to find this particular shade. It's real short. I want to play this one. It's real short. I can't find it now, man. But even the sheikh here in his khutbah was mentioning the importance of learning the lugha, the Quran. How you going to ponder? How you going to deeply think about something, and you don't know what the speech is? How you going to understand, fahim, words or something that you don't understand? You don't understand its language. I want to. There's another sheikh here. It talks about in depth for the Salafis, man. I didn't put it in the search right. I got this Facebook group. It's called Yani. Oops, I keep pressing the wrong letter. Here we go. Matter of fact, that's the article. منهج سلف الصالح يعني نحتاج فيه في ثلاثة أمور, not this. I know the shape when I see it. I'm just looking for this video. I don't have it now. I don't know where I put it. I'm trying to look on the YouTube real quick. But I have this other thing. You know what? I'm going to read for somewhere else. I have it written out. This is a website. So even when you look deep into it, about learning the minhaj, or learning the correct minhaj, or learning about Islam, or preserving Islam, or learning about Kitab and Sunnah, you're going to find that Arabic language is connected to all these things. I'm looking for, man, this particular article. I had it before, man. Ta'lim Arabiya. That's why I have it written. Here we go. Look at Arabiya. Here we go. I think this is the shape right here. This speak Ta'lim Arabi. I think this is the shape right here. No, it's not the one. This is a shape that is popular when I'm looking for. I just can't find it now. I'll look for another time, inshallah. Or I'll look for later and try to put it in the video. Or I try to translate it and put it in one of my websites. So, wherever you look at, right, not knowing something, not knowing something is going to affect you. Being ignorant of something, you're going to pay the price. There's another state. There's another way to say it in English, or there's an idiom, or another way to say it. But because you don't know something, you're going to suffer because of that, right? And then we could look at, for examples of certain people or countries or governments where they lack the system to govern, or they lack the information they need to govern right, or they lack certain type of information in business, and because they lack this information, they lose their business, they lose their money, or you suffer from because you lack the information or the knowledge. Well, that's what's going on right now in the Salafi community here in the West, especially the Pseudos-Salafi, because they are not learning Islam the proper way, which include learning Arabic language. I think I found the article now. Hold on. Because I can't, I'm trying to multitask here and reading Arabic and this stuff on my screen. I think I found the website. It was sitting right in front of my face, right? Nope, it's not either. No, it's not the website. I'm probably looking for it wrong. And I got this stuff saved on this phone. Actually, I'm on the camera on. I have the link saved in this phone, which I don't want to open up right now. Because I actually have them saved on this phone that I'm recording today. I don't want to talk about this article now. So the less that you know something, will you suffer from it? Let's talk about business. If you live in the West, or you live in American society, and you live in a Russian society, right? If we could understand that lacking information or being ignorant about certain type of important information, that you suffer because of this. And a lot of the suffering that you suffer, sometimes you suffer due to the lack of you not knowing, but the people who do know, the people who you think, or the people who are supposed to know, or actually do know, take advantage of the people who don't know. We've seen this everywhere in history, right? If you look even at colonialism, right? The reason why the British, who's a very small country, was able to colonialize a lot of the world, especially the non-white societies, due to they have some type of understanding of togetherness, and the people who they conquer over didn't have the understanding of working together or some type of technology or information. They lacked that of, and then they was conquered due to them not lacking. And the people who actually had some of the information didn't use it to benefit those people. They took advantage of them. Colonialism is a great example. America is a good example. White people who came to America, look at the indigenous people, help them, but who understood about gun, fighting, medicine, all these type of things? Well, the Native Americans didn't have all of this information, especially all technology. And because they lack of it, right? The white people who came to this country, to America, was able to what? Take their land. That's because of this. Just look at economics. Economics right here in America. I'm from New York. If you look historically, when the natives bought, when the whites settlers bought land, they were selling land to the Native Americans when it like food and this things didn't have real value, and they thought, well, the land doesn't have real value, they don't really own it. But the Europeans understood, yes, land is wealth and value, and the natives sold it to them for something small wealth, small money, and it was worth a lot of wealth. And the Europeans build a civilization in America based on the natives not understanding economics, or economics according to European or Western standards. Correct? Same thing with African American Muslims. I know I talk about that a lot, right, on this channel. I'm going to say to even the converts and the reverts, especially in the neo Salafi community and the Salafi community altogether, because you lack the Arabic language, you lack understanding the religion, you lack that knowledge, learning Islam the proper way, and you don't want to learn Arabic. That's why people like Abu Khadija could run Germantown Masjid. That's why somebody from outside could come to the Salafi community and split them up, because the followers lacked information. The information that is doruri for them to know, especially in the deen, they don't know it to this day. Many of them don't know it to this day. Anybody's able to manipulate them. So when you're one of these guys on Facebook or one of these sisters on Facebook talking about you Salafi, and you've been Muslim for 10 years or 5 years to 10 years and you don't know Arabic, you're part of the problem. Your thinking and behavior is part of the problem, not part of the solution. Because if you claim to be Salafi, the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam and his Sahaba and the Tabi'in, they spread Islam by teaching it in the Arabic language. You guys can't bring no other proof. I don't care if you bring some sheikh. You could come bring a sheikh. I ain't hearing that. Because if I look at the hadith of Muawiyah radiallahu anhu, he said the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam told us 10 ayats from the Quran. Ashar ayat. La yatajawwazu. He said the Prophet didn't pass. They didn't go over. They learned 10 verses and they didn't continue to learn until they put in practice what they learned, which means the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam taught them 10 verses of the Quran fi lugha arabiyya and ma'na, and its meaning fi arabiyya, and its meaning of the verses. And then they put in practice what they knew. That's the minhaj of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. That's the minhaj of the Salafi dawah right there. So if you listen to this video and you're like, yo, man, oh man, this guy, he's this, he's that, you're lazy. You're part of the problem. This thinking is part of the problem. When I say you're part of the problem, I mean your thinking is part of the problem. The thinking is part of the problem. And this is why we have the chaos in the Salafi community. When I look at the people claiming Salafi to this day, I don't care if they follow the Salafi pubs or they not. They follow somebody else who's not part of Salafi pubs clique. When I look at all the followers, mass majority of them don't have a clue about Arabic. Don't have a clue. And some of the faults do fall on the callers. They do fall on you guys. Oh, the people don't want to learn. We try and they stop and this, and because in America we're not following. We're following in America individualism. Learning Islam is based if I have the availabilities to learn, got my work schedule. Then it was going to say what's more important then. Your priorities are messed up, and that's the problem here in the West, especially amongst the Salafis in the West. Our priorities are messed up. That's why we don't see Arabic language as important, because we need to spend that time watching Netflix. We need to spend that time on Disney Channel. We need to spend that time on the internet. We need to spend that time on YouTube. We need to spend that time hanging out. We need to spend that time going to the movie theaters. We need to spend that time and eat it in restaurants. We need to spend that time with hanging out with the brothers. Your priorities are messed up. We gotta spend that time watching the World Cup. Your priorities related to this religion is messed up. It's all messed up. Our priorities and time management is all messed up. And that shows that we lack the correct understanding of the religion. I don't care them brothers keep on crying. I hope them brothers who keep on crying on Facebook and on YouTube, wherever you viewing this video, I hope you do cry. Oh, you heard the brother say, he said, yeah, we're not really Salafi because we're not learning Arabic. We're not Salafis because we're not learning Arabic language. We don't want to learn. This don't put words in my mouth. Just show me who from the Salaf al-Salih didn't know Arabic language. And show me what ulama didn't know Arabic language. And if you claim to be Salafi, Salafiyya is not just connected to the Arabic language. It's not Salafiyya connected to Aqidah. It's not Salafiyya connected to Islamic sciences. It's not Salafiyya connected to learning and Talaba'am. You're going to say, so if I was going to ask you, what's the difference between you, old Salafi, and the Sunni Muslim, you're going to say, well, in our Aqidah, we believe this. Some people claim to be Sunni in Aqidah, they differ in Aqidah. Well, what Aqidah? How do you differ in Aqidah? How do you differ in Aqidah? See, this is one thing you guys don't even talk about. You're going to say, well, the Salafi, we believe in Kitab and Sunnah, and we don't stray from certain related to Sifatullah, right? When they relate to the attributes of Allah, the names and attributes of Allah, and all this Salafi people, these Sunni peoples here, they deviate in this. Well, do you know that the Aqidah issues between us, Ahlul Sunnah, and the other Jama'ah who claim to be Sunni, who differ in Aqidah, you know, Arabic language is deeply rooted into those differences. The reason why those groups deviated and how they deviated is related to the lack of the understanding of the Arabic language or their altering meanings of things in the Arabic language. And if you claim to be Salafi, how are you going to defend the Aqidah, which is in the Quran and in the Sunnah, and you don't know Arabic? And they was able to construe the Muslims' belief or deviate from the Muslim belief based on things in Arabic due to the lack of its followers not having a strong understanding of the Arabic language and philosophy mixed up together. Philosophy and Arabic, even the deviants who claim to be Sunni, who deviated, they study strongly the Arabic language. Then you have the Salafi today from the America or UK or Canada come along and say, well, learning Arabic is not important, it's not part. And unfortunately, it's the African Americans, Muslims, Salafi Muslims who say this nonsense. We have to be the laughing stock of the Muslim world. You know how many African American Salafis in America will come across me on Facebook telling me, oh, you know, Arabic language, you said I'm not really Salafi because I don't know Arabic language. I just laugh. I just laugh because then I got to bring Sheikh Al-Albani. What he said, somebody asked Sheikh Al-Albani, could a person say the Shahada in the English language? And then somebody from America take Shahada. This is the example he gave Sheikh Al-Albani. He doesn't know Arabic. Does he know how? Does he have to learn Arabic? You know what Sheikh Al-Albani said? He said, yo, you have to take the Shahada in Arabic. He said, you have to take the Shahada in Arabic. Then he said, yo, and the guy is debating with Sheikh. Is one of his students debating with him. Right? Well, maybe it's hard to pronounce these letters in Arabic and this and that. You know what the Sheikh said? He said, how many non-Muslim countries could read the Quran perfectly? And he gave example Turkey. He said, Turkey origins, they're not Arabic-speaking country, but they can recite the Quran beautifully. That means that they learned how to recite the book of Allah. So how are you going to be here in America, which we have the Aqidah in America of the Kufar, of the Nasara, the Mulhid, the atheist, the homosexuals, all these different beliefs, mushrikeen in America, have all these beliefs, and you're not trying to be steadfast on the deen. The only way you're going to preserve the correct Aqidah, the correct minhaj, you have to learn the religion in its Arabic language, and its language it was revealed in. Because if you don't know Arabic, you are easily be led astray. If you claiming you Salafi and you know Arabic, you're easily being led astray. You being led astray by your own misguidance of your thinking, trying to interpretate what the religion is saying by your own understanding and not understanding from the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam or Quran and Sunnah. You can't run around talking about you Salafi and you don't want to learn Arabic, or learning Arabic is not far for you. Then you're wondering around and you're ignorant and you don't know. Then you're running around and you don't know who to follow from the Salafis. Oh man, this guy disagree with this guy. This Salafi guy disagree with that Salafi guy. This caller disagree with. Look, they fighting. You going back and forth on to different groups because you're ignoramus. You don't understand the religion. You don't understand Arabic. You don't. So you're not able to go back to Quran and Sunnah. You're not able to go to the books of the scholars. You're not able to go even learn from a scholar. You're at the mercy of the translator. You're at the mercy of the one who's preaching. You're at the mercy of the one who's interpreting things. And in a lot of cases, they might be interpreting or translating or intentionally misguiding you just to get the numbers and get the money. I told you this is a big business in translations of books, Islamic books. That's a good business. That's a good market right there. That's a great market right there for business. Then you don't have to translate. All you have to do, you know how many books in the Arabic language related to the deen. All I gotta do is translate two or three, a couple of pages in a book and translate it into English, and I make $20, $30, $50, $100 off of a couple of pages, and put it in the book format. A couple of pages, or a book in the Arabic language, which costs about $2 or $3. I charge it about $20, $30 for you to buy the book because it's translated in English. I mean, this is the big business. This is a big market out here. Who you guys are kidding? That's why you're running around talking about it's not important to learn Arabic because you are consumers. You are consumers. You are consumers, and consumers can't think for themselves. The consumer who wants to be locked into the box. And for him to get out the box, he has to be literate, Islamically literate, to get out the box. And he rather stay in the box and get little translated things here and there as soon as his consumer needs as a consumer, or his consumer desires as a consumer. Not learning how to produce. If you learn Arabic, you will become like a producer. If you learn the Arabic language, you become like the producer. You're not depending on people. Somebody who don't know is going to depend on you. Somebody who don't know, if I have the knowledge and you don't, you're going to depend on me. That's why you guys look desperate and you're fighting over these different da'is and groups amongst even the Salafis because you're desperate. You need these guys because you don't know the religion. And you're depending on their translations of little bits and pieces of information that might even be incorrect on top of that. And you don't know even if the information they give you is correct because you're not able to go back to its source because the source is in Arabic language. I know that's too much for somebody. Now, somebody asked me about these books or websites to learn. I didn't see the brother come back tonight, so I'm going to leave it, that portion, for another time. I was really waiting for that brother to come back who was asking me about the schools for learning Arabic online and stuff like that. I was waiting for him. Maybe I do this again another time, inshallah, and people can ask that particular question. All right, because there's plenty of schools online. But the first thing about the online schools, since I'm just touch about it a little bit, because that really was the intention of this video, the online schools is really about what you're trying to get out of it, what you want, right? So you got to really look at your intentions, why you want to learn Arabic, right? It's a lot of schools, and schools are business, right? So you got to look at a particular school that have the needs, can make the could fulfill the needs that you have. All right. So you need to go to school, find a school online that have teachers, and there's interaction between you and the teacher. I see some brothers learning on Facebook Arabic. I don't like that. I personally don't like that because the interaction is like, a lot of the brothers teaching Arabic on Facebook Lives. I mean, sorry, Facebook Live. I'm not talking about people who's advertising on Facebook, but the people who do Arabic lessons on Facebook Lives, right? Um, I met some good brothers. Sometimes, I always refer to people to have qualified teachers. Sometimes I find on Facebook with the brothers who are teaching Arabic, with some of them, is this they're teaching to review Arabic for themselves, so they're teaching for free, and they're teaching Arabic to review, make sure they don't forget. So sometimes these type of lessons is like they're not consistent and it drags out too long, which means it's not consistent. And for you to get a deep understanding of the language, you're not going to get it from them because it's not going to be consistent. 2 or 3 days out the week or one day out the week, it's not really realistic for learning anything. Imagine you want to get a college degree or a high school diploma and you only went to school once a week. Are you going to complete the program? No. Going once a week? No. And that's the same thing with Arabic. So try to find one of these schools that been around for a while, that's online, and that it has students who learn Arabic from them. People who had finished, and you can see who the students are, and they accomplish something from it. All right. Look for these type of schools online. Somebody asked me about IOU. That was the question the brother asked. The Arabic program. Go do some homework and see who actually finished these programs first. Right? Because IOU, I did take them for a semester, the Arabic course, just to see how it's going on. There's no interaction with no teacher. Everything is um, pre-made videos uploaded, so you're not having no interaction with teachers. And some of the ways how they teach it that way, it's not good. You need a in person somebody you could talk to. All right. If you have something like this, and then IOU or one of these brothers teaching free online as a substitute, I mean, not substitute, along with it, additional, that could work out, for additional things to help you learn. But you need the interaction with a teacher, whether it's in small groups or 101. I think those are the best results for online because, online learning is very easy for you as a student to get distracted. Online learning, it's very easy for you as a student to get distracted because you have things in the house that distract you. Like here, I have my bunk beds. My kids sleep on the weekend here with me sometimes, right? So like you might fall asleep, want to go to sleep. If you're in a room in a comfortable place, you might end up sleeping. You got me? It's not like in that. It's not like in a classroom where, or physical in classroom where you have to pay attention. You're forced to pay attention. You're interacting. You might fall asleep online, right? So you need something where you're going to be like face to face, and then if it's online, face to face, you're interacting with the teacher, so you won't get like bored or fall asleep like this. All right, and you can ask questions. And then I prefer a person to have a teacher that has qualifications for teaching Arabic. Everybody who teach Arabic don't have qualifications for teaching Arabic. That's the new thing I add on over my years talking about importance of learning Arabic related to teachers, having a teacher that is qualified, because I have had teachers before in America that were not qualified. I had a teacher before. I wrote some of his lessons in America. I went to a school in Egypt, right? And then, one day, the teacher looks through the notebooks. So I had these notes from the previous brother who was helping me learn Arabic in America. So the teacher was in my book marking and correcting things. And he was looking at the guy's notes that I took from the other teacher in America. He's like, yo, he was mad at me. He's like, yeah, I didn't teach you this. All this is wrong. He was like, I didn't teach you this. Where you get this from? He said, all of it is wrong. I was like, oh, that's like a lesson from the past from one of my teachers, man. And this is a brother that I respect too. Teacher's like, yo, all of this stuff he wrote is wrong. So I'm going to add. make sure you have a teacher that is qualified to teach Arabic, degree in it, and it's qualified, because some people teach Arabic here in the West. It's a business. Some brothers are teaching because they're trying to keep up with the language so they don't forget. Like I have lessons here on YouTube, about 40 hours maybe of Arabic lessons. I gave those lessons to some people because I need to review certain things in Arabic for myself. That was actually me reviewing, where I was giving these lessons. That was me actually reviewing, right? So I said the best way for me to review is to teach, and I get a few students, and I don't charge them any money, right? So I have a whole, like, a lot of like 20 videos, right, of lessons in Arabic. That was me reviewing for myself. Just reviewing. But I just make sure when I give the lesson to people that I don't give something that's over their heads, right? Now, when I want to review, I don't see me and I don't talk a lot about Arabic, because for what I need to review in Arabic right now, the average Muslim who want to learn Arabic is not on their level. So it doesn't benefit me to review something that's not on the people's level. One of the highest views for my playlist for Arabic, I'm going to look at it right now. My highest view on actually my playlist on YouTube for the Arabic lessons is the lesson on ja'a, a tasrif, how to conjugate ja'a. All right, he came, past tense and present tense. I want to open my channel real quick. That's probably on the playlist. That's the highest view video on that particular playlist, because a lot of people have problems conjugating it, especially the muthanna, the dual of it. All right, I'm looking for the Arabic playlist right now. So when I look at, even now when I go back look at the playlist, all right, which I'm looking for right now, Arabic grammar. Look at the playlist right now. I'm looking for which one. I don't like how this thing come up like that, man. My video has, I'm trying to look. Why can't you see, man? It's a slow thing, man. All right, let me go to my phone. Sleep for job. Here we go. The 17th lesson, right? So this video, I don't get a lot of views on these videos, but this particular video, how many views it got? It got 1,377 views for this video, right? Conjugating ja'a. For me, reviewing, right? But this is an important lesson, because a lot of people don't know how to conjugate the two-letter verbs, or the verb that have a weak letter in it. This is very hard for them to conjugate, right? So all my videos just got the highest hits because I conjugated all of this. Review for me, learning something new for another student, another person who wants to learn. I know a lot of people, they have a problem conjugating ja'a. Past tense and present tense. They have a lot of issues with that, right? And the ismu fa'il and the ismu maf'ul, right? So I did that lesson. It got and I wrote it out in the description how to conjugate it along with the video. All right, I got 1,300 views. So like me teaching Arabic, that was for me reviewing. This is why you need a teacher that has qualifications of teaching Arabic, just like ESL here in America or Canada. The teacher who teaches ESL, that person alone don't just have like degree in English. They have some type of qualification courses that they must go through an institute to teach English as a second language. Right? The teacher has to have this qualification. It's not about you just knowing English language. It's about how to teach it to foreigners, somebody who don't speak the language, because it comes the native speaker, how the native English speaker learn is not like how the non-native speaker is going to learn English. It's going to be totally different. I see you, brother William. I see you here. Yeah. All right. So it's good to have the teacher that have the qualifications for teaching Arabic. And that's why I like some of these online institutes that are teaching Arabic. Um, some of them, a lot of them have teachers, especially coming out of Egypt, that have qualifications for teaching Arabic in the second language. I see you here, brother William. A lot of them have the teachers for teaching Arabic as a second language. Because there's some, I know there's some brothers who teach Arabic as a teach Arabic, who might have an Arabic background, went to even the university, understand Arabic. And my brothers are teaching, no problem. They're good, they're decent. But there's a lot of things about Arabic language for the non-Arabic speaker to learn. He needs to get it from the native speaker who has a degree in Arabic language and have these certificate courses for teaching Arabic to non-Arabic speakers. How I know, I had an online school for Arabic. I used to hire teachers who were Egyptian, who got the degree. They send me the copies of the degree. They send me copies of their college degree in the studies of Arabic. They send me their Asira Adatiya, their resume, where they taught at, where they studied at, and then they send me certificates that they got from their institution for teaching Arabic as a second language. And some of them send me, along with all of that, a recommendation from the schools that they worked in teaching Arabic to foreigners. Right? So learning how to teach the language is very important. It's not just you knowing the language. I know English. I'm not an English teacher. You ever took English for a second language and you took up TESOL? Somebody have a degree and they want to go away and learn English. I mean, they want to go away and teach English. They take up these courses called TESOL courses, right? What are they doing? What the TESOL course prepared them? It prepares them how to teach English as a second language. Because when the foreigner who don't know English, there's some ups and downs that they have about the English language, might be hard for them, that the native speaker to English don't have. Right? So common sense, the Arabic teacher teaching you Arabic needs to know these things too. Now, somebody teaching you for free, one of these brothers who know Arabic, teach you for free, that's no problem. A little bit of money, no problem. I ain't gonna be a hater on somebody's business, no problem, right? But if you want to learn the language sufficiently, you need to get the native speaker who have the qualifications, or the non-native speaker who have the qualifications. Somebody emailed me something I didn't want to hear. MashaAllah. Right? William, so any other questions? William, you have any question, William? You can come online. Send you the invite to the live. Uh, Broadcast mode. Send you the link. Comment. How can I comment? Let's see. Don't leave. I know how to send it to you. Give me a second. Give me a sec. Here we go. Here we go. All right. I send the link in the comments. Right on YouTube. If you're on YouTube, that's the link. If you want to talk, while you're driving, you can have the option just to use audio or video and audio. It gives you that option when you log in. You want to ask a question. Because remember, you was asking me specifically for IOU, and then you was asking me about should you study Arabic and study Arabic or go to school or work Arabic in school, how you manage that. Because I thought about it and I'm like, oh man, I don't want to write all this stuff out in no post. I want to write all this stuff out in the post. I could tell you. And that's the link if you want to come to the live. But for there's a lot of different questions about business. I mean, work and working and studying. It all depends on the person's age because there's a if you some people delay it to go to school learning, but then after a while you lose the thrive. After a while you start losing the thrive to want to learn. So then when you once you lost the thrive, and then you're gonna put it, then you're definitely not gonna do it. So putting it off sometimes is not really the correct answer, right? So like I would tell a person if they want to learn, I think you said you were 46. Do it, do try like because people have work these days. If you have the opportunity to do some traveling, go to Egypt for like I said, 6 months, 4 months, 6 months, like around that time, summer program, or finish the whole year, 2 year program. You're pretty much set when it comes to Arabic. If you finish like a year to 2 years, you set, right? To start learning Islamic studies in Arabic. And then that, depends on the person because it's two different issues. For the student, that's two different models for them. I want to move around a little bit, right? So one of the models might be for that student if he wants to, um, I'm in my 40s, right? I'm 44. You know, you might have kids. It depends on your income, your wealth, how much money you have. If you have the money, I would say go to Egypt for about a year to 2 years, right? Go study in a school, stick to a school. And then whenever you come back to the US, if you want more, then I would say, you have the option to either study online, Islamic studies in Arabic. There's a few schools there. Or if you have the intentions and have the money and have the time, go study all together from the beginning, one of them Saudi universities, because you get everything you want. You will get the lessons, the institution learning. You will get a degree. So you knock out two birds with one stone, right? You learn Deen, you learn Arabic, learn Deen, and you get your dunya. And that's the degree. Egypt, you're not going to get that from the Arabic institutes unless you study in Azhar University for the foreigner. And Azhar University is very long. It's not like the Saudi universities. Saudi University Arabic institution programs are 2 years. And in Egypt Mahad for learning Arabic is actually going all over again in high school. That could take you to 4 to 6 years, man. You know, until you enter your faculty, right? Um, you know, some brothers have the means for that. Some brothers have the time for that. Even with married with kids, I know some brothers who are doing that. So go one of them universities. I think that's the best option. If you a guy, you have too much, you have too many people, too many dependents, and you can't leave. And then I would say, go to Egypt for a couple of months, come back, or study online with one of these Arabic schools where they have teachers who have qualifications and finish your program with them on the online school. If they have like a 2 year Arabic program, try if it's not too expensive, finish it out so you get something. And then go study Islamic studies online somewhere, like Medina International University. You could do something like this. What I did over the years for my own personal studies is that I'm not a person who likes to sit in classroom. I mean, that's just me. I don't know why. I know why. You know. But so what I did, lived in Egypt for a while. I mean, I studied Arabic in Egypt for a while. Came back, saved money, went back to Egypt, studied Arabic, studied Deen with a sheikh. I lived in Egypt. I came back to the U.S. Right, and then when I came back to the U.S., I paid private teachers 101. because I already have Arabic language with me. But what I did was, what I do is that I get teachers that have qualifications. All right. So I find teachers who have qualifications, and I don't look for bachelors because everybody and their mama in Egypt got a bachelor's degree on the Islamic side. Everybody and their mama. So like what I did when I came back, I worked, I studied here and there with somebody online. I didn't go to any particular school online when I came back because I already know Arabic. I went, put advertisement in Arabic language. Hey, I'm looking for a teacher. I have all the requirements you need, right? Sira Adatiyya, Shahada, reference letter, CV, right? Because CV is different from resume. The CV is really to get the picture, the person nationality. They usually send their passport and their ID, and they send their degrees with. Right? So I know the person I'm talking about is not a fake ID, is not a fake degree. And then I make determinations. Then after that, I made determinations by the teachers giving me demos. Each teacher a 30-minute demo from a particular book. All right. And then I look at their internet, I look at their how much knowledge they have. I look at, do they know how to teach for online? Because lecturing, teaching face to face, it's not like teaching online. All right. That's what I did for the last few years. Right. Um, and then alhamdulillah, I have a sheikh with me now who have his PhD in Sharia law. That's what I dealt with him. I've been dealing with him now since like 2015. Right? I have a sheikh. He's a graduate from Al University. Has his PhD in Sharia in Qanun. I study with him now, like two days out the week. Right? And before that, before the pandemic, I was studying with him maybe 4 days out the week. Right? Because he's also a professor at the university in Asar in Egypt. So I study like 2 hours, 3 to 4 days a week. Markaz in Egypt, do you recommend? Um, I don't know. I've been out of Egypt for more than 13 years. My oldest son is 13 now, for 13 years. So I don't know what's popping in Egypt. I do have associate. I have a friend of mine in Egypt. I have some brothers I know in Egypt right now who live in Egypt. One of them have his own school. He does have these summer programs, right? Um, related to Fajr. I do know the owner of Cordoba, the owner of Cordoba. All right. I still have contacts with him. I still talk to him. His name is Tariq. I do have contact with him. I don't think his school is in Egypt anymore. I think since the Arab Spring he moved to Turkey. I gotta ask where he's at now because I know he still have a school online. I don't know if he still got his school open in Egypt. But Fajr Center, any of these schools is good, man. Fajr Center, El Ibana is decent, but I don't know about Ibana, man. I know some brothers who went to Ibana and they didn't like it. I know brothers who finished Ibana and said it's not good. I'm just being blunt. I know brothers who finished El Ibana, finished. I know one brother finished Fajr Center, El Ibana, and at a Cordoba, and he told me El Ibana is no good. And he went and got a degree in Arabic in Medina International University of Malaysia. All right. And then he went to Saudi, he went to Medina University after that. He should be finished. It was years ago. That's some heard. If you're going to stay in Egypt, try to finish your program. Usually, a program is like 2 years. But eventually, if you stay there for like a year, it's good. All right. A year is good. If you can finish the whole program, which is like 2 years, that's what I would recommend if you're able to. But say you could only stay for 6 months, that's good right there. What you learn in them 6 months, you're definitely not going to get it nowhere in America like that. And I'm just being blunt. Ain't nobody teaching Arabic in America like that. Nobody teaching Arabic like that in UK or Canada like that. So say you went to Egypt for a year, 6 months to a year, best believe you will learn more in 6 months in one of those schools in Egypt than you will learn for 2 years, 3 years in America or UK or Canada. Trust me, I've been through all of this stuff before.
right? Especially in my early 20s. I'm 44 now. In my early 20s, this master got this program, this online school got this program, and this and this and that. 6 months in Egypt, I learned more than I ever learned in any of these schools programs here in America because the teachers there are qualified and they make the curriculum. And so, what thing about Egypt and them schools, the schools are like somewhat competing with them other schools for students. So they try to have the best approaches. They see that the best approaches to get the best outcome from the students. And for Egyptians, them schools are money. It's good business for Egyptians who own them schools. It's good business. I will stay with one of them programs as long as you can stay. If you can stay a year, because they teach by levels. Their schools go by levels because some people leave and go back. So they go for a couple of levels, they take a break, and and when they return back, they go to the next level they're supposed to be for. You got me? So them schools in Egypt, the Mahat, though they teach by level. So say you went there, I only can stay for 6 months or a year. Then you complete those levels, whatever you can complete. Then whenever you leave and come back, and you want to go back to restart, you good. If you stay there for a year, man, that's good. If you was there for 6 months to a year, that's good, man. You will learn more there than what you actually learn online, on Facebook or YouTube or what's going on in the master here. Ain't nobody teaching Arabic like that in America. Going to school every day for 2, 3 hours a day. No one's teaching Arabic like that 5 days a week in America. No one's teaching. Some of them I knew was 2 years when I was in Egypt. And when I was in Egypt back then, some of them were 2 years. Yeah. I'm just reading your questions. I don't know. I haven't been in Egypt for my oldest son is 13. I left Egypt before he was born, so he's about 13 years. I haven't been in Egypt, so I don't know what's going on. Now Egypt is a business, man. No one after the Arab Spring, anybody want to stay there too long, so I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what they're doing. I know a brother, a companion of mine, he teach Arabic like 5 month programs, 6 month programs, like summertime programs and winter recess programs. I have a friend in Egypt who has a school. We teach Quran and Arabic, like 4 months, 6 months programs. And the fees cover living, housing, and food. I think 2 meals a day and housing. I might have the post. I might have the school on my website. Hold on, let me check real quick. Oh, let's check real quick. Oh, let me check real quick. Brother, my man Yusuf. Let's see. It's Facebook. Ask him. He might not even be up right now. Let me just look on my website real quick. Give me a second. Let me go to my website. 'Cause I think I was promoting his school a few times. Wow. Come on, computer. Come on, phone. You're moving too slow, man. I'm looking right now. So I can put the link here. Uh, okay, looking. Nah, I don't see this guy. I don't think so. Nah, important difference. Nah, I don't see his post. I probably had it on Facebook. Hold on now. I'm not sharing it. Yeah, it has to be in one of my Facebook posts. I don't want to get on look for that stuff right now on Facebook. Hold on. Maybe it's here. Maybe it's here. Nah, I don't see it. I don't see it. No, I don't have a website. Let me see. Let's show topics. No, it's not it. No, it has to be on my Facebook. I don't want to open up my messenger, man. I don't have it on my website. Actually, I thought I was posting it, man. Hold on. I always share it. I thought I put it on my website. Nah, I don't have it on my website. No, it's probably in one of my website groups. You know what? I have it on one of my Facebook groups. Hold on, I'm looking on Facebook real quick. Give me a second. I know I did put it in my Facebook group. Facebook. Let me check it real quick. Turn this stuff down because Facebook got playing some crazy stuff sometimes on Facebook. So I can share it right here if I find it. I know I put it in my Facebook group for search real quick. Arabic. Let's see. Arabic. That's me. And I know somebody teaching too online. I have a couple of brothers. I have a brother, he's a graduate from one of the Saudi universities, but he's not teaching beginning Arabic. I have one of my associates, he's teaching. I'm actually reading one of his posts. Is anyone interested in paying for advanced Arabic learning Islamic terminology and the meanings of Arabic words and Islamic content? That's one brother. But I know a brother got a school in Egypt, one of my associates. Just give me a second on this. I know another sister in it from Egypt. She has an Arabic school online too. I think she's teaching new shahadas for free. She's one of actually the sisters I do some business with. I find her students for her sometimes. She teaches online. She have teachers. She has a master's degree in Tafsir, I believe. Yeah. I'll give you a second. I'm looking for this brother's post. Reading some crazy stuff, man. I'll put this guy, man. Shoot, man, I found the video I want to share with you guys. One of the videos I was looking for earlier. I'm gonna post that joint right now. I was looking for that joint, man. Hold on. I was looking for this video right here. Let me see, can I play it? Turn my volume up.
نعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له
I'm gonna share this
ومن
right
يضلل
here.
فلا هادي له وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له
This one.
وأشهد أن محمد ومن يضلل فلا هادي له وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له
All right, so you know what? I gotta go to my phone on this particular phone that I'm doing the live from. Let me go and get his message so I can put it in the comment section. Let me get his information for you guys. Give me a second. All right, I'm back. I found it. Oh shoot, man. I found it. Hold on. I'm gonna post it right now. Just give me a second. I'm gonna post it in the chat right now. All right, I posted in the chat. So I post on Facebook. It's a Facebook profiles of my associate. He has a program like every. He has a program where he takes students, teach them Arabic for 6 months and a Quran. Focus on Quran and Arabic language. He has a lot of these programs. Every I think maybe twice a year or something. And also, he has a business where I know he helped brothers who want to go to Egypt to study Arabic. He helped them, like pick them up from the airport, help them find a place before they come, help them, then take them around to the different schools like this. He has a service, this type of service which you could pay for. So you could contact him on Facebook and you could tell him that Abu Bara Muhammad Amriki sent you to him. You know, he knows me. And you know, you could take he can answer a lot of those particular questions. That's for you, MT, also. Um, he helps a lot of brothers and stuff like this. I met him in Egypt many years ago. So he still does this type of business. So people want to study Arabic there. You could check him out, inshallah. Uh, but William Jones, I know you had a question related to IOU online, this like that. You want to go through this stuff now? I'll give you the links for them other schools I was telling you about because I'm too lazy to edit the video and add that stuff in the description. I'm just real lazy right now. But I could definitely click the links. I could post the links in the script in the comments. I'm sorry, in the chat. I want to quote some of the links. I could post some of the links in the chat if you're still interested. Williams, William Jones, because I have some emails where the links are in it for those schools, the ones in the U.S. that teach Islamic studies and Arabic. I'm gonna go find them right now. Since you probably driving, you can't text. Hold on. I could use my other phone and get these emails for you. These texts, these links from the email. I'm getting a little bit tired now. Sister send me an email. Teacher can't help me. It's wasting my time. My emails now. hmm I seen them in my updates or promotions. One of the other, I think it was in promotions. My kids' school. I'm just reading out loud. Oh, Prime, Amazon. All these people I don't want to buy from right now. Target. Teachers pay teachers. Oh yeah, stop hustling me. I seen the school always sending me emails. It should be in my promotion section. I know I don't delete nothing from here. Give me a second. That's some other place. That's not what I'm looking for. Man, why it's not here, man? I put the website at this school the other day. Man. They keep on sending me stuff. I know I didn't put it in my spam. I hope I didn't. You know what? I probably did put it in my spam. Let me just check. It's in promotions. I don't see. I'm just trying to look it up. I know it starts with an M. Scott. Man, I can't remember what's the school name. I get emails from these people. I hope it's not in my spam. It's probably in my spam. Let me check what was quick in the spam. Starts and spam. See, one of these schools in the spam. 99 my spam. I see some other school on my spam. I see one of my emails. I'm looking. It's 99 in my spam. They're not in the spam. They're not in my social. Social. Maybe it's in the social section. Goodreads, Twitter, YouTube. Come on, school. Where you at? Goodreads, YouTube is looking. I seen an email them from the other day promoting something in their school. Matter of fact, I'll just go to their website. I think I'll just put real quick, thinking out loud. Updates already look. Promotions. Did I click promotions already? Yeah, let's look at my updates. I get too much email, man. SubhanAllah. Uber. Oh, man. TikTok. Kids' school. This school. Another school. Now I'm looking for something. Can't find it. Security camera. Amazon. I seen these people the other day, man. I was looking at the email and everything. Maybe I'll delete it. I don't even delete emails. I'm just looking, brother. Still give me some time. When I don't see it, I'm just gonna go online and look for it. They be emailing me so much of stuff, man. I don't even should be in my updates. Hold on, updates, promotion, social. It has to be in promotion or social, man. Some of these are ads. Come on, man. Kind of stuff. Maybe go further back. I just realized, man, I probably get like tons of emails every day, and it might just be further down in the queue. Let me just look, man. GMC, Rosetta Stones, East, I don't know what half of this stuff is, man. Amazon, Roller, CVS, man. It's I want to get some money. Here, nope, that's not it. There's some other school. What's this right here? Nah, I'm not gonna look right here real quick. I'm just gonna Google the school real quick. Let's put it in Google Islamic schools online. This school should come up. Islamic schools online. Probably see the school. Because there's two other ones. But you want the Arabic programs. Let me see from the school. Nope, not this, not this. Oh, these are like schools, man. Islamic. Here we go. I found it now. Mishkat University. That's one of them. So I'm just gonna give you the homepage, and I'm gonna give you what specifically you might like related to Arabic. I believe they have, and there's another school somewhere. I just gotta be look at it on Google and stuff, Looking at before. Let's go. Here we go. And put it in the text. Put it in the chats. Here we go. All right, so we will now see their Arabic program. You go look for that because there's two schools. There's another one. All right, so I did post this one. I'm gonna look for the other program in the English section. They got another program in the Arabic section too, but we're gonna do for the English section. User Students Handbook for 20 Academy Arabic as a Second Language course. This is the one right here. I'm gonna put that in the chat. All right, this is another one you're interested in. There's another school somewhere else, but this is the one for Arabic for the second language, and that same link in the same school. Here we go. All right, Arabic is the second language. So there's something else. Mm, 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 mm. I know somebody got their master's degree from this school. My brother, I know. MT, I mean, I got a lot of videos on that. If you go to my playlist on my YouTube channel and look for Arabic grammar, if you go down, there's about 20 lessons in Arabic. If you go after those 20 lessons or 18 or 19 lessons, I have other videos in the Kuwait that speaks about learning advice for learning Arabic in general. Go look at those videos. I'm not gonna repeat myself today. I'm tired, man. Oh, I'm becoming an old man. Uh, nah, brother. One more school. There's another school too. I'm just gonna look for you. Cause I know I have it in my WhatsApp. I was talking to one of my companions. He wanted some schools too. I gave him a whole bunch of links. You know what? Let me go open that up. You know, let me do that, man. If I go mute for a while, I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna get them links from somebody I know here. Give me a sec. Actually, the links I sent him are the same thing that I send you now, but more degrees in Islam, which are in Arabic. That's what I. That's the links I sent. All right, study Islamic sciences. What schools? Um. So, brother Williams, I posted those links. I hope you could copy and paste them. Um, I believe if I end the video, the chat's going to still be there, I believe. Now, MT, like you said, can you please give us advice to learn Arabic in general? Man, I have too many videos on that already. You could go to the playlist, which I'm gonna put the link to the actual video, so I talk about that, because man, that stuff is too long, and I'm tired, man. Uh, let's go look at my playlists. Let's my playlist, man. Playlist. Go to the playlist. I have on my playlist something called it's called Arabic grammar, Arabic courses on grammar. If you click on that link, when you go to after which lesson, let me see, after lesson After the 19th lesson, I have something called Introduction to 10 Verb Forms. That's a video I shared from somebody else's YouTube channel. It was very good. Then I have after that the multiple my videos, which oh man, subhanAllah, which is called the multiple use of letter wow and its bonus. Not that one. It's going to start from Arabic dictionary. What I recommend. Look at those videos down. Arabic dictionary. What I recommend. Arabic learning books. After that's another one called Arabic learning books. Another one called The Key to Mastering Arabic Curriculum, such as Medina University. Book one review on Arabic curriculum of Medina. Book two review on I think Arabiya Baina Yadayik. Then I have another video which is called The Flaws and the Wrong Approaches to Teaching Arabic. Then I have a video called My Studies, My Islamic Study Times with Sheikh Dr. Abdullah Din Badawi. And I have not that one. You don't have to watch that one, right? Let's talk about myself. Then I have another one called Madrasatul Ula, How to Learn Arabic, right? You could look at that particular video. How to learn Arabic. Matter of fact, I'm gonna post that one here. I'm gonna post that one here. How to learn Arabic with a busy schedule, right? It's on YouTube. Here we go. I'll post that here. I'll post it here. This video here on YouTube, how to learn Arabic on a busy schedule. Listen to that video. MT. All right, that's it. I'm good for tonight. And distracted again. And I'm gonna look at the playlist again real quick. I have another one, but it's a Facebook group. It's too hard. I'm tired right now. So that's it right there, brother. Um, Williams already sent the link. All the links are in the comment section. I'm about to close out. All right. And GT, the MT about advice for learning Arabic in general. Listen to that video or go to the playlist, my playlist on my YouTube channel for Arabic grammar course. You can skip down to all the lessons. I think after lesson 18, there's one more lesson about conjugation of verbs or verbs forms. After that particular lesson, you go watch the videos. I'm talking about learning Arabic in general. And I have something else somewhere. The myths of learning about Arabic language that Westerners have. I don't think I have that. That's on a different website. Al Madrasa Al Madrasa Ula. Look for my website, man. I can't find my website. WordPress. I don't want to sign into WordPress to find my stuff right now. Madrasatulula.com, I think it was. I have an article on madrasatulula.com. Maybe I said I can't even remember. I can't remember that link no more, man. I have an article on the myths about learning Arabic. Maybe it's on my other website. You should read that. I give some recommendation. So the video talk about dictionaries on the platform and what books to read. Plus, that's enough for now, inshallah.